if you're having the busiest day ever, you can definitely spare 10 minutes for this yoga routine that'll make you feel 10 times better. It's 2024, the year of non-guilty self-care. Welcome back to Fitness with Apoorva with me, AJ. And if you're already on the mat, ready to begin today's practice, here's a little kissy for you. Let's begin with some neck rotations, simple and easy. You know, there's so much power in simplicity. There's studies that say that the body and the mind adhere to smaller daily workouts rather than a 2-hour workout done over the weekend. Loosen up your neck, a little nod yes. Move your neck from side to side and just get into the deepest muscles of your neck and shoulders. A lot of times we clench our jaw when we are tensed and unconsciously tense up our face, neck and the shoulders. So unclench your jaw, side out, and then just do some easy half circles, moving any way your neck feels comfortable. Coming into eagle arms or Garudasana, stretch your arms in a cactus, breathe in, expand the front of your chest outwards, letting your shoulder blades squeeze together at the back, then breathe out to wrap one arm around the other. The idea is to really feel the shoulder blades move away from each other and correct our posture. Now try that on the other side. This is also most probably the less dominant and more stiff side, so this may feel uncomfortable. But that's what yoga is all about, to teach ourselves to find comfort in uncomfortable situations. Keep going at your own pace. Now, to mobilize the shoulder a little more, let's try the same Garuda arm stretches in a dynamic way. Open cactus, exhale to wrap. Then open cactus and exhale to wrap the other arm. Super. We'll finish these arm stretches with eagle arm pulses. So wrap one arm, then pulse up from the shoulders. Finish one side and then try the other side. Alright, exhale and release the stretch completely. Let's try sideways stretches to open the side body. The key here is to keep the hips down to the ground and reach through the arms to really feel the stretch. Breathe easily and try to deepen your stretch by feeling your belly expand on the inhale. A couple of times on both sides. Awesome. You may have noticed that we're doing dynamic stretches in this. So come onto all fours and now bring your right leg between your hands to the front of the mat and get into a low lunge. We'll be doing a few lunges to half splits to open the hips and mobilize the lower body. The idea behind dynamic stretching is to increase the range of motion in the joints and maximize the efficiency of the muscles. So, doing these daily basically means improving and efficiently doing your day-to-day activities. With active awareness, try to push beyond the limit of how far your knee can go and knee can reach in the lunge and how low your hips can go in the half splits. Alright, try the other side now. You know, in my experience as a yoga teacher, I've observed even advanced yoga teachers having so much difficulty in embracing change or discomfort. The essence of yoga is to seek that which changes you, challenges you, transforms you to the best, and that kind of metamorphosis happens only through intense challenges where you learn and grow and question all your old beliefs. As Bruce Lee said, be water, my friend. It means to truly experience things, we should become aware of them without the tendency to react. Alright, come back to all fours and let's try an intense hip and shoulder opener. You can use the long side of the mat for this. Hands directly under the shoulder, knees in line with the hips and stretch the left leg to the side so that the feet is in line with the hips. Let's loosen the hips a little, so rock yourself back and forth and you will feel a nice stretch in the inner thigh. Now, thread the needle and bring your left hand from under the right, left shoulder down on the mat. This super intense stretch opens the hips and the shoulders together. If this is too much for you, just continue with stretching the arm up and down in an arc. Alright, let's do that on the other side now. Right leg stretched out and straight into rocking back and forth. Maybe this stretch feels intense if you're trying it for the first time, but as you practice this regularly, you'll notice how open you feel. Not just physically in the hips and chest, because stretches like these are also meant to release any overwhelming emotions you may be holding on to. Thread the needle on the other side as well. Great. Release the stretch on the exhale and come back to your neutral position. Alright, we'll do one more hip stretch now and we'll do a couple of windshield wipers. Now bend your knees and place your feet mat width apart. Slowly bring your knees down to one side, letting them touch the mat and then move them to the other side just like windshield wipers. You should feel a nice stretch in the deepest part of your hips. This movement is excellent for improving hip mobility and targets the innermost hip muscles. It helps to loosen up tight hips, which is great if you spend a lot of time sitting or if your hips tend to feel stiff. So take your time with each movement, ensuring a smooth and controlled motion. This stretch not only prepares your hips for more intense workouts, but also promotes overall flexibility. You can challenge yourself by folding forward in your 90-90 stretch and open the obliques with a side stretch just like this. Great. We'll do this a couple more times on each side. Alright, let's say bye-bye to the windshield wipers and come up to a seated so that we can try a seated lower body stretch. You know that constant nagging pain in your lower back you have? Yeah, this stretch will take care of that. So bend your knees, cross one leg across the knee and come onto your hands and feet with your back straight. Keep your knees as close to your belly as is accessible for you, and you can lift your hips and rock back and forth if that feels good for you. Alright, try the same thing on the other leg. This stretch releases your piriformis muscle that's responsible for all your back pain, leg pain, and helps with hip mobility, prevents injury, and helps the body recover faster. Superb. Let's do the best stretch for the spine with a cat and cow variation, which is child's pose. So hands underneath the shoulders and knees underneath the hips. Inhale, lower your belly, lift the tailbone, gaze up at the ceiling, no compression in the spine. Exhale to round the back, lift the navel up to the spine, tuck the tailbone, head lowers down, chin to chest and lower to child's pose. I know, too many instructions. The idea is to move the spine as much as possible, and child's pose is a great way to calm down your nervous system and relax the mind. Anytime you feel overwhelmed with too many demands, too many thoughts, too much pressure, this is an excellent pose to counter all of that noise and reach your zen. As the body and mind are integrated, they tend to influence one another. So, simple asana practice like this not only strengthens the body but also calms the mind. These 10-minute pockets of movement in your day has the power to change the attitude of your mind, body, emotions, how you deal with day-to-day life, and eventually change who you are as a person for the better. Keep going at your own pace. Cat, cow, and child's pose. Alright, before we begin to close this practice, let's not forget our tiny joints and muscles in our feet and our hands. So come into a kneeling position on your toes to stretch them out and do a couple of stretches in your hands and wrists. We use the phone and laptop all day, and simple stretches like this done for 5 minutes each day will relax your fingers and release any tension in them. So hand rotations clockwise, anti-clockwise. Slow down the movement and really ensure every muscle is being used. A palm stretch like this also helps with the stiffness in your arms. You can also shake your hands and release the tension. Superb. Our last stretch for this practice, Malasana, is my most favorite pose of all time. It looks simple, but there's so much going on in this pose. If your heels don't reach the mat, roll up a towel and use it underneath your heels, or you can sit on a block so that your hips are lifted. I find this pose very calming because it just allows you to release. What does it release? Your hips, the back, the legs, the stress in your muscles, your nervous energies, and is so good for women with PCOS, digestive issues, fertility issues, nervous issues, hormonal imbalances, so much in one asana. If you're suffering from constipation, you can practice this asana first thing in the morning for 3 to 5 minutes and drink warm water while in this pose. I'm also doing a couple of mobility drills in this, so you can place your hands down on the mat and lift your hips up and down a couple of times to engage the lower body. This is another great exercise that targets your lower belly. Great. You can end this practice by taking 5 minutes to yourself, close your eyes, and enjoy the sound of your own breath. Remember, taking time out for yourself is actual self-care. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, turn on notifications, and if you're new here, I'm Apoorva Jayarajan, a certified Hatha Yoga and Pilates trainer, and I'll see you in my next video. Until then, Namaste.